Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Welcome to Stasis Pod, the Beast Wars podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm David.
And as you may have guessed from our literary break at the beginning of the episode, today's episode is Tangled Web.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's the fourth episode of the second season of Beast Wars. First aired November the 16th, 1997. And written by Len Vine, creator of Wolverine.
He is...
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty big deal comic writer guy.
He also created Swamp Thing.
Yes.
Oh.
And he also wrote some episodes of Season 3 Transformers.
He wrote one, which is relevant to this one, because that was Web World, which is 90% Decepticons.
Yes.
And this episode is about 80% Predacons.
Yeah.
It's another pretty much Tarantulas and Blackarachnia episode.
Yep. And some delightful Quickstrike comic relief.
Oh, yes. He is the cowboy-iest in this episode.
He's so dumb.
Yep.
So dumb.
And surprisingly, for a guy with two heads, he spends much of this episode thinking with neither of them.
Yeah. Thinking with the third one.
And we don't even want to think what that one may or may not look like.
Yeah, once you get insect and reptile anatomy in there, it's not good.
Like, there are probably two. There are probably at least two.
And one of them's a cloaca.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we open up with lava.
Yay, low-res lava texture. Can only mean one thing.
Lava. Lava's so hot, it burns Predacons.
The carpet is lava.
Burns Predacons.
In fact, in the Predacon base, the carpet literally is lava.
Yep.
Yes.
As it turns out, yes.
Quickstrike dangling his legs over the side of the platform he's sitting on is just delightful.
Quick!
It is great.
That's Scorponok's old trick. He has completely replaced Scorponok.
Well, he is a scorpion. He's their new scorpion.
But it was...
And kind of a better scorpion?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't shoot bees out of his claws, but that's about the only downside.
He doesn't shoot bees out of his claws, but one of his arms is sapient, which kind of makes up for not having the sapient thing he launches.
I'm not sure if it defines as sapient. It's independent?
Possibly. I mean, he could very well just, control both of them and talk to himself.
I mean, it can't be much dumber than Quickstrike's regular brain.
Yes.
No. Which, I'm not sure Quickstrike's regular brain is technically sapient either. Sentient, yes. Sapient, not so sure.
He's not a
one
smart
of those
guy.
cowboy robots from Westworld.
Yeah. He's not a smart guy.
Anyway, it is job day at the Predacon base. Megatron has little jobs for everybody.
Yay!
And he is dickishly friendly about it, and Tarantulas is pissed.
Yes.
Tarantulas was busy doing important research on our new transmetal forms, and I'm doing finger quotes as hard as I can because he was totally just jerking the gherkin while Megatron called them in.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It really did come off kind of like he was interrupted while he was browsing porn.
Yes. And, as we soon find out, he doesn't have his old lair anymore, so he's just doing that in, the guest room.
Yeah, we find out it got burned to a crisp.
You really, that's something you don't want to think about.
Yep.
It's something you don't want him in there doing.
I mean, you don't want tarantulas in your base doing anything, but especially not that.
No. In fact,
you'll never get those wiped out.
My theory for this entire episode now is that Megatron, it's one of those things where Megatron was just pulling all the strings, intentionally knowing what he was doing, and the entire point was to get Tarantulas out of his base.
leaving the fridge open. He's ordering all sorts of stuff on the on pay-per-view. Never wipes his feet.
That was exactly how I was viewing it, too. He's sending Tarantulas out to get a new lair, and then he sees an opportunity and sends Waspinator and Inferno out to go do something else that he doesn't care about so he can have some alone time in the hot tub.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Is this the first time we're seeing his CR chamber hot tub?
No, we saw it earlier.
No, we caught a glimpse of it once before, but yeah.
Okay. Alright, so, Tarantulas and Blackarachnia and Quickstrike are off to build a refueling station right by a whole bunch of energon cubes, which are, I guess, formed when you heat up energon, but not to the point where it explodes.
Apparently.
And in this episode, we actually do see energon cubes. Kind of.
Yes.
They're a little different from G1 in that they're basically a little glowing orb. Like, what do you call it? Thingy.
Oh, like a plasma ball?
Yeah, a plasma ball you'd find in weird stores and things. It's like a cube.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're finally seeing them, because, I was stomping around the house just asking, where is the cube?
Are you Ladies Man 217?
I may be.
And everyone else in their base is in robot mode, except for Waspinator, who's flying around comfortable in Wasp mode.
I mean, he's Waspinator. Every occasion in which he has all his limbs is comfortable for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I appreciate that he did a little clap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It's always great when he's excited enough to clap his little bug hands together.
He was so excited, and it was so obvious Megatron had nothing for him.
It's like,
This
how about
is
you
busy work.
go do a thing. Take Inferno and go do a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Although they're being sent to build a jamming tower, which actually is a recurring thing in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And will
actually
come to serve as a major plot point.
Yeah, and there's more and more nicknames for people. It's like,
Oh, that is
Yes.
so good.
there's the continued My Queen. Quickstrike starts calling Blackarachnia a sugar bot. A little creepy, but, he's southern, whatever.
Yeah.
he's so creepy.
Not as creepy as Tarantulas.
No.
That's
No, I
true.
mean,
No one is.
Quickstrike is
as
just
creepy.
kind of a dumb creep, he seems to legitimately think that Blackarachnia is into him.
Well, admittedly, she's kind of using
And she
that
is
to-
encouraging this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's totally encouraging that.
She's flirting with him to get him to do all the heavy lifting. Literally.
Yeah.
And I also must point out here that Megatron has sent Blackarachnia, Quickstrike, and Tarantulas to the desert planet Arrakis.
Yeah.
So I assume that cave is also full of spice and giant worms and maybe Kyle MacLachlan.
Ooh.
Giant eyebrows.
I would go to that planet.
That gross floating fat guy.
Yeah. Maybe not that.
Possibly
Sting.
Virginia I kind of want to watch Dune now. Or at least get high and put on some Toto.
Yeah, that will also work.
Yeah, that'd probably be faster.
So yeah, everybody is getting ready to do these things. I like that Inferno is still cackling like a maniac, even as he's just loading stuff onto a cart.
Yeah.
Yes! He's just, everything he does is just, he's gotta cackle while he does it.
And while they're loading everything up, Tarantula sticks a bug onto... Wait, whose trailer is it? I think it maybe is its own. That's sending out a maximal signal or something. Or it's a maximal... Predacon signal on a maximal channel or something.
Yes.
Yes.
And he plants this device in the least subtle way possible.
Yes, he just
The
shoots.
bacteria phage.
It's a little bug thing. It's
Yeah.
one of his little bug things. I
Yeah,
love
but
his
satellite dish
pretty
sticking
big.
straight up makes it look like a bacteria phage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
And he throws it, and I think it's making a beeping noise. Somebody is not paying attention here. I mean, okay, I guess Quickstrike is not paying attention, but Blackarachnia, come on.
Shouldn't pick it.
Yeah, it nearly hits Quickstrike in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not paying a lot of attention to what he's up to.
Yes. But
Oh,
yeah,
but
Blackarachnia is using her feminine wiles to make Quickstrike lift heavy stuff for her.
Yes.
And then once they're all loaded up, we get the most charming thing Tarantulas does in the entire series, which is basically just mocking Quickstrike's accent.
Yes.
Yes.
This is one of 2 consecutive episodes in which people do Quickstrike impressions, and it's kind of great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Tarantulas' new beast mode mouth looks super weird.
Oh yeah,
it's
I didn't know
bizarre.
It's like a little flap.
It's a beak. He has a
It
beak.
is a beak.
I think this is the only episode they used it because they were like, nah, that just looked too weird.
Yeah. And not like spooky weird, the way that Tarantulas should be, but like hilarious weird, like he's a Muppet or something.
Yeah, it's between hilarious and Muppet at the same time. Actually,
It's a little Tom Servo-ish.
oh
Yeah.
yes, very Tom Servo-ish.
Yep.
Because he has the eyes of the spider on top, but they're so small they don't read his eyes, so you just have this flapping beak with nothing. Weird.
You said Tom Servo, it's almost more Crow if Crow didn't have the eyes and was just the ping pong or
Yeah.
bowling ball pin mouth.
Yeah. He looks like a cheap puppet made by somebody in a Wisconsin TV station, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a reason they didn't use it much.
Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah, and then there's a cutaway to the Maximal base where Rhinox is investigating the transmetal stuff.
But unlike Tarantulas, this is not a sex thing. At least
No.
I hope it's not a sex thing.
He's actually doing that.
Yeah.
He's doing actual, though. I mean, we've discussed how I feel about Rhinox and Optimus at this point. So
And he is doing the experiment on Optimus, so...
I'm not saying it's necessarily a sex thing, but maybe it's a sex thing.
Yeah.
Listen, Optimus should definitely remember what the safe word is in this case.
Yeah. Yes.
Because they both end up getting electrocuted.
Yeah. Feel kind of bad for him.
Yeah, it's kind of a short scene, and then we have a new version of the Scott McNeil talks to himself scene, Rat Trap and Silverbolt.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yep.
There's a new dynamic.
Yes.
New quick switching between voices in the booth.
Yes.
And it's
And
a
he did
good
it.
dynamic because Rat Trap is super cynical and Silverbolt is super not cynical.
He's so great. He's so brilliant. I love Silverbolt. I had forgotten how great Silverbolt is, and I love that he gets his little like sound, his little trumpet heroic sound.
His fanfare.
I remember
Yes.
him being good, but there's a little bit later that's off.
Yeah.
And when he growls in this one, he's kind of doing the Dinobot growl.
Yeah, he kind of can't growl in Silverbolt voice. It becomes Dinobot.
It is a very he does a very Dinobot-y growl.
It's a really good growl.
Part of me gets the feeling that this was his audition for Silverbolt, and that he was basically just doing the D&D paladin character he used to play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds
Like, I
about
don't
right.
seriously think that, but yeah.
No, but that's basically when you think of a paladin, a noble, heroic, good paladin. That's what he's doing.
Silverbolt is lawful stupid.
He is so adorable.
He's still smarter than a lot of the Predacons, but
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, he's probably the dumbest Maximal at this point. Well, although, I don't know, Cheetor still exists.
yeah, as long as there's Cheetor, you
I
guys.
mean, it's kind of neck and neck at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty great.
dumb in different ways.
Cheetor seems to have learned, though. I mean, like, Season 1 Cheetor definitely stupider than Silverbolt. Season 2 Cheetor, I'd give Silverbolt the edge.
Yeah, Cheetor's learned to temper his enthusiasm a little.
And Silverbolt has this chivalrous code that frequently makes him do stupid things, as we'll see later in the episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Which and that is something that I am totally going to have things to say about later in the episode, because I think that whole bit of dialogue has some very interesting connotations.
Yes.
But what matters here is that Silverbolt is the best.
And speaking of people who are not the best, Tarantulas has found Gridarachus. He has ingested the spice melange and has decided this will be a perfect location for his new lair, because his old one was blown up during last season
Yeah,
by
after
the Planet Buster.
Off screen, apparently.
We do get a moment of him interacting while they're actually driving there with the weird-looking rigs that they're carrying everything on.
Yeah, in their beak mode, and he talks into Blackarachnia's head while she's sort of flirting with Quickstrike, and he causes her to sort of stop and drop one of the boxes on the load on top of herself.
Yes.
Poor
She
thing.
gets squished, which...
And then she calls Quickstrike a robo-rube, which is hilarious.
Yes. Hilarious and appropriate.
Yes.
Yes.
Team 8-legged freaks are weirdos. Oh, and after the box gets dropped on her, she's mad, and she calls him a robo-freak. And she goes away, and then Tarantulas and Quickstrike are talking like MRAs. Like, oh, women. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Can't live with them, can't kill them.
Can't live with them. She's statistically more likely than us to survive if we had sex.
That's true. That's a very good point.
What's eating out of her head? Oh, Tarantulas.
That wacky Tarantulas.
Also, Tarantulas keeps using the word fusor in this one. They use the word fusor a lot more than I remembered.
Yeah.
And Transmetal, too.
I
They
noticed
call
that.
attention to that one a lot.
Yeah, well,
Also, Tarantulas pronounces it fuser.
Fuser.
Yeah.
Well,
So when he does get to the cave, it is definitely Arrakis because Tarantulas is walking weirdly without rhythm.
It's a nice cave. It's the perfect cave. It has energon cubes hanging from the ceiling.
yeah, it's like some kind of crazy party pad.
Yeah, so he pulls the beacon out of the thing and shuts it off, which...
Oh, it adorably panics before it's about to get squooshed.
Yes!
He pulls it out and squishes it.
He just
And then starts
steps on it.
cackling.
Yep.
It's like he
This
talks
is
to himself out loud a lot.
He enjoyed stepping on it.
Yeah.
He's decided to steal this place to be his new lair. And at this point, I wondered what happened to the old one. And my first thought wasn't the entire landscape got irradiated. My first thought was Rhinox farted.
Oh, yeah.
It has been damaged previously, so...
That was also kind of an issue, yeah.
The burning planet just kind of finished it off.
Mm.
All that methane just made it go up.
Yeah. Just,
And in this case, crazy minds think alike, because Blackarachnia pretty quickly figures out that Tarantulas is going to make this into his new lair.
Yeah.
yes.
Which
So he
also
doubles
makes me
down
think-
and says that, they, maybe it could be the three of our lair.
Yeah, we could have a poly relationship.
Yes. 8-legged freaks gotta stick together.
That's right.
So they convince Tarantulas convinces Quickstrike to join them by telling him that, oh, you'll do more fighting than you do under Megatron, and basically calling him chicken. There's an actual chicken sound effect. Are you chicken? I ain't yeller.
And so, Quickstrike turns out to be pretty easily swayed here, which, believe it or not, actually pays off in the third season.
He's so gullible. He's just the most gullible. It's pretty great.
He's
Promise this guy that he's going to get to beat somebody up and maybe get laid. He will do literally anything.
He's a bumbling hired gunman.
Well, there was it reminded me a bit of, I guess there was sort of a theory, I want to say, sort of a fan theory going on, during season 2 when it was airing, that, it wasn't so much a fan theory like weird stuff as it was just, this seemed to be what the writing was going for, and I forget whether this ever got confirmed. But Silverbolt and Quickstrike are both stupid. I mean, they're both stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And they're both these very sort of archetype characters. And it was suggested that was just because their stasis pods were so messed up. That their, personality programming was corrupted to the point where it wasn't as complex as it would normally be.
That totally makes sense. And Megatron stepped in before their programming was fully set, too.
Yeah. So
their personalities have been polarized, either toward nobility or ruthlessness.
yeah.
I could totally see Quickstrike in another time turning out like a Grimlock. He could be a Maximal.
Yeah.
Kind of the dickish one, but less dickish than Prowl, so.
Yeah, you could see Silverbolt maybe not being quite so dumb. I love him, but he's so dumb. He's so adorably dumb.
And he does eventually become less dumb.
Yeah, he develops past that.
But for now, pretty dumb.
So dumb. So preciously dumb.
And so, the Maximals have now lost this signal, so they're just going to have to smell the Predacons.
Yep.
Which, fortunately, they have Silverbolt and Rat Trap on the case. So they have a rat and a dog.
Mm.
Or a doggy bot, as Waspinator will start calling him.
And just Bird Dog, as Rat Trap is constantly calling him.
Yes.
It's a good name.
Back at the Predacon base, Megatron is, just chilling in his CR tub.
As he does.
Jacuzzi, watching the TV.
And checks in with Waspinator and Inferno, who have kind of finished their thing, but as Waspinator tells Megatron about this, Inferno is cackling madly again, and just hammering at this thing, and it falls on Waspinator.
Yeah, it falls on Waspinator while Megatron is looking away from the screen changing the channel.
Yes, I love that so much. It's like the last thing you see is Inferno comes along and is like cackling and like kicks one of the posts and it falls over and Waspinator's like, ah! And then it changes.
And
So
that was just the final straw for me. Megatron just did not care about what they were doing.
Nope.
Wanted him out of the house.
Yep.
Alright, you guys will be back in an hour. Good. Okay, I need to be out of the bath by then.
Yes.
Just gonna sit here, can watch my stories.
Yes.
Do the crossword. Play with Ducky.
I'll play with this ducky.
We haven't seen the ducky in the bath yet, though.
Not yet, it's coming.
Yes.
But then when he tries to check in on his other troops, nobody's picking up their phones.
He is surprisingly freaked out by that, and that was the one thing that gave me pause about the theory, because that's exactly what he should have expected sending those three out.
Yeah. But,
I'm like, well, good, they're killing each other.
I mean, them killing each other is not that great, because he is still short on guys. If they all kill each other, it's just him, Inferno, and Waspinator.
Yeah, that's true.
That is going to be a short beast war.
Yes.
Alright, back at the desert planet, Blackarachnia has had enough of tarantulas being in her brain, which is for the best for all concerned.
The lead up to this was just so uncomfortable. It was like abusive relationship coded stuff.
yeah.
And it's been going on for episodes, and I was so ready for this to be done.
Psychologically torturing spiders is weird.
Yeah.
But she's getting some payback here.
Yeah. Yeah,
If this season has been her slave Leia moment, this is the point where she is choking that fat grub with his own chain.
yeah, no, it's not the slave Leia moment. It's the Hut slaying moment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Although, unfortunately for this one, slaying the Hut involves impaling yourself on the thing.
Yeah, it's
She solves the situation by picking up an energon cube herself and saying, okay, drop it off or I'll commit suicide and blow us both to hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, she can't just grab this off the wall. She has to ninja kick it off the wall.
Of course.
Because, she's still got some
Yeah.
flair.
She likes to show off, and
And
Tarantulas
she's got a
calling-
weird fork thing that she's using to squeeze this cube.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got this great dagger fork.
It's like one of Raphael's sighs.
Yes.
Yeah, only
Do I have
it's
the right turtle for that?
four-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raphael or Electra.
Yeah.
The ones with the size.
Tarantulas is calling her a demon now. Ooh, she's been upgraded from witch.
Yes.
And then,
So he's
much.
all, well, I'm a transmetal. This energon radiation isn't killing me, so, whatevs. But thanks to their psychic link, they're connected, so much like Bill Clinton, he feels her pain.
yeah, they're sharing They're sharing the pain, and there's so much screaming.
A lot of screaming.
A lot of unpleasant, dirty screaming. Kinda.
No, it's not like gross, sexual screaming.
Well, no, it's more painful than that. It's weird sex screaming.
And also, in a callback to last episode, he tries to access a certain part of her brain that has the mysterious Megatron codes from last time.
He can't get in.
And
That was the final straw that got her to finally push the button on trying to kill herself.
Yes. And so, rather than dying himself, Tarantulas lets this one go, deletes the link, and Blackarachnia
Then immediately
is finally
threatens
free.
to murder her.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but that's after she starts burrowing back into his brain. It works two ways, she finds.
Yeah.
Which is why he's like, no, after like half a minute of more screaming, no, okay, fine, I'll break the link.
And then Quickstrike walks in on this attempted murder and is totally nonchalant about it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, you can kill each other later. We got Maximals incoming.
We got trouble with a capital M.
Oh, yes.
Man.
Oh,
Now, I want to go back 1 second real quick. Where they were tracking the scent through is this weird field of just, like, barren trees that are all identical on, like, piles of dirt with channels between them, and the piles of dirt are theoretically where, like, all the root systems are. But none of the roots are showing, so it's just this weird-looking, like, dots on the landscape with trees sticking out of them, and it looks like the land is a piece of skin with goosebumps.
I think
It
maybe
is
that's where, like,
definitely,
the topsoil's been burned away.
Maybe. I mean, I think it was definitely part of the thematic, damaged planet stuff that we've seen.
Yeah.
More so last episode.
It just seems weird, like Alex says, without the exposed roots.
Mm. And it kind of looks like the mangrove swamp that we're going to see later in the season.
Well, yeah.
Possibly.
See that? Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Maximals are attacking. They, despite being outnumbered 3-2, they pretty quickly get the upper hand on the Predacons.
Yeah, bird dog
and
blade feather clubs.
Up until Silverbolt decides to get stupid.
Yeah.
Because he's got Blackarachnia in his sights, but his code of honor prevents him from striking a female. Even though, as Rat Trap says, somewhat inelegantly, that thing's about as female as a piston.
Which is sort of interesting, because if you think about it, a piston is probably the most masculine piece of
engine,
mechanical equipment that he could refer to there.
Yeah, which, I don't know what exactly makes Blackarachnia not female. Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Like Rat Trap, you've seen her.
Yeah, this is very curious, because it almost reaches like a gender versus sex thing, where, as we've dealt with a lot of the comics recently with More Than Meets the Eye, we're looking more at how they can have gender while not having sex, and therefore you could say that, well, she doesn't have a sex, like a physical reproductive thing.
Robots
but her personality does have a gender.
You prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so maybe that's what Rat Trap was referring to. But on the other hand, which would make sense, saying that she's about as female as a piece of machinery. But on the other hand, there's always that whole she's no lady thing, and it's almost, that's a different way you could interpret it too, is him basically saying that the really female is not the best way to say it if they were going to.
That's the problem.
I felt like the line had its origination as something like Silverbolt saying, "I would never hit a lady," and Rat Trap saying, "She's about as ladylike as a monster truck rally," and then just horribly getting mangled in a rewrite to try to make it fit the setting.
Something, it felt sort of like that, though it does, I don't know, it was a very peculiar couple of lines in the context of this specifically dealing with robots who do not necessarily have sex, but
it was like, I was wondering, wait, did some Ferengi show up for a rewrite?
Clearly have gender and clearly have intergender attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
And there's a little intergender attraction going on here, because Blackarachnia is kind of checking Silverbolt out here.
Yeah. Well, this was something that I especially was thinking of during the scene where Blackarachnia, threatens to kill herself to get out of Tarantulas' grip. And that really, I mean, for all her overt eye candiness, Blackarachnia is really one of the best female characters in Transformers.
Yes.
And this is, one of those moments where she's showing that complexity, and I think her relationship as it continues on with Silverbolt is a lot of that complexity. But yeah, she's not offended that he would show this strange sort of chivalry.
Hello, Rebound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, someone who doesn't hit me as their first instinct upon seeing me?
Yeah, someone who's You mean there are people who cannot be terrible? Hey, that's pretty revolutionary thought, you know.
Someone who's not an asshole cowboy? What?
People who cannot be terrible.
And this a lot of stuff in this episode sets up what's happening later in the season. And this Silverbolt Blackarachnia thing might seem to be a throwaway moment, but it becomes a big deal.
Yeah,
it's really neat how that's set up.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the turning point between Blackarachnia's character arc being in a uncomfortable and kind of hard to watch position to being like the really enjoyable fun part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Maximals, they're moving in to check out what exactly is going in this cavern, but it explodes.
Yep. Turns out the reason they were doing so well in the fight was that it wasn't really 3-on-2, it was 2-on-2.
Yep.
And then Tarantulas finally comes out, and oh no, the thing exploded.
Oops.
Oh no, how terrible.
The Silverbolt.
We better run away.
I guess the entire cavern is broken, guys. We're just gonna have to leave.
Yeah, oh, it's all broke, yeah, but...
We can't dig or anything. I mean, to be fair, none of us really have real hands.
It's an excellent point.
Silverbolt goes to blow up the cave, but then he reports back to Rat Trap that it blew up before he could do anything.
Yeah.
As if it blew up on its own.
Yep.
It did.
Yeah.
Because Tarantulas has booby-trapped his Bond villain lair.
I was thinking, like, during this thing, Tarantulas charges out and yells, "Keep fighting! We've got to keep the Maximals away from the cavern at all costs!" And my thought was just, keeping them away is not going to be enough. You need to make sure they don't care about this place anymore if you really want to use it as your new lair. Boom. Oh.
Yep, he took care of that.
What a tangled web we weave indeed.
Oh.
So yeah, the Predacons retreat, but not before Quickstrike tells them that, he'll get him next time, and then spits, despite not having a mouth.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have, like, an opening. He just has this weird squishy triangle protrusion.
But
Which
he's
is
clearly
weird.
hawking a loogie. Possibly it's
yeah.
just like, he's got like a mouth behind it, and it's just impacting inside.
Are we sure it wasn't the snakehead spitting?
I'm pretty sure his like mouth was moving.
It was clearly his face was animated as though he were spitting, despite not actually having an opening.
This is true, but actually, earlier in the episode, when Quickstrike's transforming, that is when the only time his snakehead mouth actually mouths any words. The snake mouths, I think it's terrorize, when he's transforming. Other than that, yeah, his normal head is the one doing the talking. So yeah, it probably wasn't the snake spit.
And this is the first time that I noticed that I think his on his toy, the snakehead squirts water, and the snake has the water squirter in it on the show.
Yeah, it does.
It's
I've
canon.
totally forgotten about that.
And so yeah, it's back to the Predacon base where Megatron is not pleased that, like, come on, you were like the two smartest people I still have on board, and you did worse than Inferno and Waspinator.
Yes.
This is really terrible.
This is sad, guys. This is sad.
And Tarantulas is just the most cloyingly awful liar.
Yeah, his acting is so bad.
I think
Like,
he learned to lie from Blackarachnia in the previous episodes.
Like, he doesn't even bother to leave the room before he starts cackling.
No.
It's just...
Well, the cackling is sort of his fade out. I assume anytime he leaves a room at the Predacon base, he's cackling his way out.
That's fair.
true.
That's when you know the party's over.
But yeah, he cackles himself into the next scene where, he's in a fully built lair.
Yep.
With
Moved all his stuff in.
Stuff again.
Got his cool spider eye computer.
Yeah, he went to work, man.
Yep.
It's impressive.
That's what, Silverbolt and Rat Trap got a little moment of bonding when Silverbolt told him, we won, we don't have to chase him down and try to kill him, and Rat Trap's like, I like the way you think.
Yeah, because the three arachnids are just walking away in robot mode from the fight.
Yeah.
Like, after the cave blows up, yeah, whatever, scene's over, let's go.
Yeah, not even running. Quickstrike is just kind of ambling.
Yeah. He's moseying.
Yeah, moseying is a good way.
So Silverbolt's working on his avatar hood and isn't going to hit a fleeing enemy.
And yeah, that is Tangled Web. It sets up a lot of stuff, but it's an enjoyable episode on its own with a rare, almost total focus on the Predacons.
Yeah.
When that does happen, it does usually tend to be the spiders, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
They definitely
I
have
can't
the
say I
steam
mind
in
or anything.
I mean, I can't see getting 22 minutes out of Waspinator and Inferno.
Yeah,
No, Waspinator,
that's
it's somebody else maybe, but
22 minutes out of Waspinator and Inferno would be Rosencrantz and Gildenbotter dead.
that'd be interesting. If they're like doing something behind another event, but Inferno.
That could be pretty great.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
And do we have any letters or anything this week?
No letters. We haven't had any. Well, there was one thing telling us that last episode wasn't uploaded right, but we fixed that.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay, no point in reading that one on the air?
Nope.
Okay, so in that case, you can cut that part out, and
I really like this episode in theory. Some of the uncomfortable bits that I didn't remember from when I was a kid, and the cinematography in this did not work for me at all. I'm feeling pretentious just for saying that, but it was all shots of just one robot by themselves. Like, the fight is just wide shots of things happening, and even in the wide shots, it's usually one person interacting with bullets from off screen. And
yeah, and there's a lot of scenes of characters talking to themselves alone.
yeah.
While other people might be in the same cave.
Yep, and the burnout landscape is... I get what they're going for, but it doesn't look interesting. It just looks weird.
No. The inside of the cave and the outside of the cave look okay. But the trip there is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Maximal stuff in this you could almost completely cut out. They could just show up at the end, and that would be totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would actually have probably liked that a little better.
I don't know. I thought it was great to have Rat Trap and Silverbolt. It gave us, Silverbolt is still pretty new here, so it gave us some good interaction with the earlier cast there.
Yeah. But we could have cut out the part at Maximal Base.
I suppose. But
that
Rhinox and Optimus.
We
was
like
kind of
Rhinox
amusing.
and Optimus.
Yeah, Gary Chalk and Richard Newman need paychecks.
It's true.
Andy and James Corlett. Sorry, Ian James Corlett.
Oh yes, Cheetor also in this episode a titch.
Yeah, he has a line.
He exists to communicate information to Rhinox and Optimus, who have had one line each, and then to communicate that information to Silverbolt and Rat Trap.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Instead
No Dinobot, because goddamn it, Scott McNeil, you're already getting 3 paychecks this week.
Instead, it would have been more interesting if we'd had a report from Tigatron and Air Razor.
Air Racer.
They never see.
They're busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Well, just wait for a couple episodes, and then you'll wish you hadn't.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It would have been nice to hear from them before the future happens.
So I assume when the nests are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, when the satellite dishes are rocking.
Broadcasts that you really wish you hadn't tuned in on.
Speaking of broadcasts you really wish you hadn't tuned in on, this has been Stasis Pod, the Beast Wars podcast.
That's right. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, we are at @StasisPod. If you want to follow us on Tumblr, we're at stasispod.tumblr.com. And we're also on Facebook at facebook.com/stasispod.
And we are hosted on iaconunderground.net.
And if you prefer, you can also get us on iTunes. If you can, and if so, you may rate and review us. We'd really appreciate it.
We do.
And if you'd like to write into the old Maxim mailbag, tell us about, what is actually up with that weird landscape. Or maybe tell us about the time you almost killed yourself to get somebody out of your brain.
Or
right.
theories on what the deal is with Quickstrike's mouth.
Yes.
Or Rhinox and Optimus fanfiction is also accepted.
We'll read it on the air, so keep it family friendly. Or don't.
Or you could just address it, just care of me, and I'll take care of it for you.
She'll tell us the good parts.
Yeah.
But if you want to do any of those things, then write into stasispodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
So, we will leave you for this week, but please join us next time as we find out who is Maximal no more.
Dun dun dun.
Until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm David.
Good episode.
Yay, an episode.
And I think we kept it pretty economical this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. What, talking to the microphone? No. Meow. Meow.
You're purring there.
Yeah, she purrs. Anywho, Beast Wars.
Yes.
I like a Beast Wars.
I like the Beast Wars. Oh, the spiders.
Alright, so is everybody ready to roll?
Yep.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright.